Hey guys, welcome to another video on my channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the iOS update 3.3. So this is the Halloween update. iOS got this update yesterday, which was the Monday. Today's Tuesday, so I'm recording this. I'm going to be editing this, and you guys will be seeing this video on Wednesday. But that aside, let's get down to some of the changes they made to the game, and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinions on a couple of things, and we'll include some gameplay right at the end. So let's get started. So the menu options, left side, you'll see there's an agreements tab. I pointed this out in a past test of a video. Basically, they outline things like if you were to hack, if you were to exploit the game or cheat, Pixonic has the right to suspend or ban your account. They're just outlining all of this in the agreements. If you're not sure about anything, make sure to check that out. I won't be going into details with that. So another thing we wanted to take a look at was also the skins. So they've designed some new skins, as you can see on some of the robots. I'm actually going to go to the store so you can see the prices as well. So let's go ahead to the Rogatka. So the Rogatka skin, GhostFlame, 1,199. I don't know why they didn't say or didn't put it at 1,200, because it really is. It's not like you're getting it that much cheaper. This is what it looks like. This skin actually looks pretty cool. I did purchase all of them just so that I can make this video. And we have the Galahad. So this one actually looks really cool. 1,199 again. So it looks like a skeleton. This one looks, I think this is one of my favorites for the Galahad. And we have one for the Leo as well. So this one's called Mummy, 149 gold. Let's switch to that so you guys can see what this one looks like. This one kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead for some reason. I think it's because of the splatters of blood on the robot and stuff. But for some reason it reminds me of Walking Dead. Okay, so we have that one. And then we have the Natasha. This one's called Monstro, 349 gold. This one reminds me of Frankenstein for some reason. Maybe I should do a mixed build for this and call it Frankenbot and run the skin on it. And then we have the Raijin. So this skin is actually really cool. The Blackwidow for 699 gold. One of my favorites, definitely better than the other skin that they had. But this is what the Blackwidow looks like. So it looks like a spider. And those are the skins. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was the Mach 2, because some of you guys have been asking me about my thoughts, my opinions on this. So actually, let's go ahead to... I'm going to use the Orkin as an example. Okay, so when you take a look at the Orkin, and this goes for the robots too, you'll notice at the bottom, you have unequip or you have an enhance button. So if you click on enhance, in order to start the process of going from Mach 1 level 12 to the Mach 2 level 1, they're outlining it there to a level 1. I have to point that out. In order to start this process, you have to spend 500 gold. I'm not going to look at a table here so you can see kind of what's happening. So a level 12 Orkin, which is what I have, does 1,890. If I was to enhance this to a Mach 2, it's not going to be doing 1,890 damage per rocket. It is going to be doing 790 damage per rocket. So if you decide to take this route, be very careful of that because your rockets, or in this case, the Orkin weapon is actually going to get weaker. The same thing applies if you're going to be doing it to a robot. So make sure you don't fall into that trap. In order for me to actually get it equivalent to a level 12 Mach 1, I would have to upgrade this to at least a level 10 on the Mach 2 scale. So you can see it's 1,884. In fact, it's still weaker than the 1,890. If I wanted to this weapon to be stronger in terms of Mach 2, I would have to upgrade it to a level 11, which is 2,064. When you get all the way up to max level on the Mach 2, you should do 20% more damage than the Mach 1 maxed out. So I just wanted to point that out because if you're not careful, you could find yourself doing far less damage, or your robots being far less weaker because you decided to upgrade it to a Mach 2. So again, my thoughts on it, I'm not actually too happy about the idea. I think what they should have actually done was make everything level 13, 14, or even 15 in order to, implement that kind of idea into the game. Making, or at least doing it this way, makes it a lot more complex and more complicated, and people don't like things to be complicated. This is also a bit of a double-edged sword. So this is kind of my opinion on it too. If you take a look at even iOS, or I'm guessing Android has it as well, but on iOS, we had a recent tournament where no dashbots were allowed and a limited amount of Ancelots were allowed. Now, if you were to upgrade everything to a Mark II level 12 and you're running, a completely maxed out hanger, and you want to enter into one of these tournaments, I would assume, any tournament now would have it so that players cannot run Mark II level stuff, because the majority of players don't have it. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because if you are maxed out with a Mark II, you may not even be able to compete in tournaments. In that case, you would have to buy the weapon again. You would have to upgrade it to a level 12 on the Mark I scale. So be very careful about just upgrading everything. And if you do upgrade, make sure that you have a duplicate of that weapon. So for example, I could be running on this Rogatka level 12 Mark 1s, but in the background I could have 2 more Orkans on another Rog, which I actually do, and I'm upgrading that to a Mark II. So that way I can use this, and then in the meantime, when those other weapons start to do more damage, I can include that into my lineup. So that's kind of my tip for that as well. So things that I have been doing in order to prepare for this kind of update. So what I have been doing was, as you can see here, every day I have been collecting my workshop points to make sure that I do build up my workshop points reserve, so that when I do go into these deals, if I need to purchase components points, then I can do that, or at least I will have components or workshop points rather to convert it. So that is something that I would do, and I'm trying my best to actually not use any gold, but I had to use a ton of gold both to see what the Mark II how it leveled up, but also to buy all these skins and stuff for my robots in order to do this video. But I think that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to say. Oh, actually, wait, there is a shock train weapon as well, which I don't have either. There's actually quite a few weapons now that I do not have. The shock train, so again, for this one here, it looks like you need 10,000 component points as well in order to acquire one of these, and the same with the skirt. So you can see what I have. And for those of you who think that I have everything, I actually don't have the Inquisitor, I don't have the Ember either. And if you take a look at the storage, so this is kind of where I'm at right now. It's going to be a very long time, I think, before I get the Inquisitor, but I am trying to build up that so that I eventually get that robot, and then I can do some footage and stuff for you guys as well on that. And I think that pretty much sums it up. So the other thing too is 2 battle. So if you go to 2 battle now, instead of having Beacon Rush on the right side, we don't have that anymore. It's now on random mode. But if you take a look at random mode, they've combined Domination and Beacon Rush together. So if you want to play Beacon Rush, you're not going to get it guaranteed, but you have to click on the random mode in order to get that game mode. For now, they are testing Team Deathmatch, which is on the right side, and I'm probably going to run a game with that. One thing that I don't like about Team Deathmatch currently is that there is a lot of camping. A lot of players are just sitting back because it's all about making the other team out. You don't have to worry about beacons anymore. And on larger maps, you're going to notice a lot of players just camping, sitting back, running long-range weapons. And that's pretty much what it's all about. But I'm going to be showing you some footage of that, and we'll get into talking about that as well. So, let me get down to a game here, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we have landed in on Dead City. And as I was saying about range, looks like this guy is running Zenits and Noricums. Oh man, we're going to see a lot of range in this game. Trying to see if I could move to the left side. I'm guessing all of these guys probably have RDBs back there. I see a Griffin. Yep, you see the pins. So that's what I mean about the range. And this Fujing, he was pretty smart. He put up his shield just in case. So let's see, these guys are all getting into position. I'm using, and as I said, range. There we go, there's a Leo back there with Trebs. Trying to see if I can get close. This Fujing is like waiting. He's waiting. Spider waiting for its prey. So I'm running right now a Natasha with Tempest and Punishes. Generally I tend to run the Natasha with Tempest and Molots, but I wanted to try the Punishes. I've actually tried a similar build on a Lancelot and a Leo, and it wasn't that bad, so I figured, you know what, let's try this. And we've got a Rhino back here. Let's go ahead and just dish out some damage. Trying to focus down this Leo here, and you can see, you know, I do have these Punishes. They are doing some damage. Wasn't able to take that guy out. Let me just get behind cover here until I reload, and I'll target down that Leo once I'm done here, if I'm still alive. See if we can take him out. See some weapons popping off. More weapons, and he is out. So actually ends up being, or it's not that bad of a build here. Survived for pretty long, and this is on team deathmatch too. So let's see what we've got. We've got a problem here. Let me see if I can maybe take out this Balkazari before I go down. Okay, so now that I got taken out, let me see if I can maybe spawn in. I'm gonna run aphids, I think, on my Leo. This is a skin that I said sort of reminds me of Walking Dead. They should make it sound like a zombie when it walks. Trying to knock this guy's shield down here. That should knock it down. Man, there's Noricums and Zenits back there. And I'm just going to add more to that. Another guy back here. See if we can. Oh jeez, it looks like that guy's taking a piss or something. Oh. Man, let's see if we can hit this guy. We've got a Rogatka too. Ooh, taking a lot of damage. Oh man, and there's pins on this side too. So this is what I mean about range. You're seeing a lot of players run RDBs. Fury Zeus, I would say, is the other one. Tempest, Molots, Punishes. Let's see if I can maybe curve that around there. Got a couple of guys. Ooh, that guy missed totally. I think that guy moved out of his range or something. Trying to see if I can maybe curve my aphids. I wasn't able to curve it there. I don't want to expose this Leo though. All the way out into the open. And Balkazari I got a pretty good hit with. And that was two aphids too. So let's see if we can get this guy here. I'm not sure what he's in. Fire those aphids around the wall there. I think he managed to block that pretty good. We've got another guy coming in on this side. Oh, so that's a... Yep, I figured it was a Lancelot. Trying to knock that guy's shield down for my teammate because he's got splash. I gotta move this side here. See if I can maybe get within 350 of this guy. Where is this guy? I'm trying to chuck my aphids just over this hill here. Oh, almost managed to take him out. So let's run with the Rogatka now with I think it's the GhostFlame skin, and I've got Orkins on here. Trying to see if I can knock this guy's shield down a bit. Ooh, gee whiz. We need someone with... Oh, that's perfect. This guy's got punishes. I need to buy some time here so that my Orkins can charge up a bit. Not sure what this player's in here, but he's not jumping or anything. Okay, so we managed to take out that Balgazari. Just kind of hiding behind cover here. I might see if I can corner shoot a bit. So wear this guy out a bit. That's the Leo. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna spawn in now with my Galahad. I think I'm gonna leave my Raijin last. These guys are all sitting back there. Wow. Anyways, these guys only have 3 bots left, which means the 3 players that we see on the battlefield right now, this is their last bot. I've got a Fury here. I'm trying to see if I can corner shoot this guy. Let me go for the Fury. That would take this guy out of the picture first. Let's put my shield up. And let's go for the Lancelot. So what I'm doing is I'm actually shooting on the right side of his shield because he can take damage and I don't have to break his shield. It's a little trick that I told, or actually someone told me that, and it works really well against the Lancelot. So anyways, I'm going to drop in with my Raijin now. I'm probably not going to get this kill. That player is almost down. But here's the Raijin with Double Thunder. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see any action, but we're going to see how well we did here damage-wise. I think I did okay. A lot of my hangar was kind of tailored towards a more smaller map, so I was lucky that I landed in on Dead City. I did run a couple of games where I landed in on Springfield and it didn't go so well for me. Mostly because of this bot too. And that should be game. Just waiting for the results to show here. And there you have it. So 1.2 million damage and 8 kills. And 10 gold. So before I actually get, or at least end this video, one thing that I wanted to show you, because as I was doing this video, something happened as well. So you may have actually recalled, and I don't know if you watched the first half here where, you know, I was kind of scrolling through the deals and the offer was actually almost over. But what happened was when that offer expired and when it ended, soon after I got another deal where you can see, you know, we got more offers here. So it looks like a 24-hour thing. So once this is done, the next set of offers will be shown in this tab over here. So if you happen to save up workshop points and gold, you'll be able to purchase those deals as well. So make sure that you check them out if you do have workshop points and gold saved up and you're hoping to get components. But otherwise, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I guess until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.